Hey everyone, it's great to be here. I'm glad to come back and do these videos. Hopefully I can keep doing them. I hope they help you out. Please let me know if they do. I would really appreciate that. Let me know if someone's watching and listening. But anyways, we're going to continue to talk about David here for a minute. You know, I was thinking about it in the last video. I was talking about how David defeated Goliath. But what people don't realize is in order to do it, David had to have faith, because a lot of stuff was going to come against him. A lot of stuff was going to, a lot of people were going to believe it. His own father, when Samuel went to anoint one of his sons, Jesse's sons, he forgot about David. He forgot, oh yeah, I have another son. All these other sons that I have, they in his mind thought that they were king material. Samuel goes, no. Is there anybody else? Oh yeah, I have another son, David, who's out there in the field. So anyways, David comes and Samuel anoints him to be the next king in the future. But anyways, let's go back to David coming to the front lines and going to defeat Goliath. So David, he's asking what's going on. Why haven't you been out there? And David hears Goliath taunting them, or what we say in nowadays is he was being bullied. Goliath was bullying the Israelite army and taunting them. And David was asking, sorry, I was kind of, my mind thinks sometimes faster than I can speak. But anyways, David was asking what happens if Goliath gets defeated. What happens? And he's asking all these soldiers, and he says, the soldiers reply in 1 Samuel 17, 25. It says, the king will give great wealth to the man who kills him. He'll give great wealth to the man who kills him. What is blocking you from your prosperity? It could be a Goliath. It could be that big bill. It could be that taking that next step and becoming a business owner. It could mean that next step in hiring employees. Sometimes that's scary, to be honest with you, because if you have trust issues and you want it done a certain way, it's kind of hard to do that. But what is blocking you? You got to defeat Goliath. And David asked in 26, he asked the man standing next to him, what will be done for the man who kills a Philistine? He's asking again. And they repeat it. He will not only get great wealth, he'll get King Saul's daughter. And verse 27, they repeated it to him again. What will I get when I defeat Goliath? And he goes down on, and he keeps asking these guys. The reason why that's so important is we focus so much on Goliath that we don't focus on the prize of defeating Goliath. We focus so much on the hurt and the pain and the disappointment that we get sometimes. If you read on down, David keeps asking certain soldiers, and one of his brothers says, shut up, stop asking, go home. And David said, can't I even speak? Can't I even speak for myself? So I want to tell you how one of the ways you build your faith is to focus on the prize. To focus on the prize. If I kill this Goliath, if I start my own company, if I start tithing, if I start planting seed financially, then I will get blessed. A lot of people look at tithing as giving. A lot of people look at as when they give money to the poor as generosity, as giving. That's not biblical. Yes, we're supposed to take care of the poor. Yes, we're supposed to give to the poor, but that's not planting seed. That's not generosity. That's giving out of guilt. And the Bible talks about not giving out of guilt and compulsion, but give out of faith and abundance. Believing that after you do that, you'll have your reward. If God is for me, who could be against me? See, that's the thing. The Bible also talks about in 1 Peter that Satan roams around as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. That's one of my favorite scriptures. Every time somebody asks me, that's a scripture I go to, people look at me like I'm weird. But let me explain something to you. Something that I've learned going to my father's church, Omega Church. Dad always talked about this. It says in First Peter, I think it's chapter 5, and I can't remember, but it is First Peter. It says that Satan roams around seeking whom he may devour. That word "may," that 3-letter word, is so important. See, this army, the Israelite army, was allowing Goliath to defeat them before they even went to war. They were defeated before they ever went. That word "may" means permission. They granted Goliath permission to defeat the whole entire army. What are you allowing? What are you allowing Satan to defeat you? And a lot of times it starts up here in your mind. That's what happened with Goliath. Goliath would have been defeated if David didn't come, if the Israelite army wouldn't allow him to defeat them already in their mind. So God is for you. Who could be against you? It's about taking a step. You know, a lot of times what people misunderstand or overlook when they read about David is David ran towards Goliath. He was excited because he knew once he defeated Goliath what he was going to get. So stay focused on the prize. Stay focused on the prize. Thank you so much for watching this. I went a little over my 5 minutes as usual. I get too excited about some of this stuff sometimes. But if you would you share this page on Facebook, like it? It'll be on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube page. Let us know that you're listening. We'd love to hear from you. You can always visit our website, echochurch.life, Life, or you can email us, echochurchlife@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Thanks.